So, willkommen bei ePlay Live am Sonntag. Es ist wieder soweit. Wir zocken wieder eine Runde und passen dazu mit einem richtig geilen Game. Wir haben, glaube ich, letztes Mal darin schon so ein bisschen angefangen und machen passend dazu jetzt nämlich, weil die Rede ist von Chicken Police Point It Red. Ah, wie toll. Chicken, also Hühner als Polizisten. Es gibt, glaube ich, nichts Besseres.
The other must have been for show. Marty, this is the reality. We're talking about a professional spy.
A former spy.
Still, if anyone knows how to mask her real face, it's her.
Huch. Falsche Tab gekommen. Blöd.
So you think this is who she really is? Cold, dark, and tiny.
And full of secrets.
Okay, wir sind hier im Geheimversteck, denn da waren wir vorhin.
Names, numbers, dates. Oh, furry gods.
Ah.
Do you think they all belong to the brothel?
Hell no. Half of it is a matter of national security.
What did we step into?
You know what? I don't care, Marty. I'm too old for conspiracies. The only thing that matters to me is to find out what the furry hell we're doing here.
And what it has to do with Natasha.
Sure.
Okay. Also, hier haben wir ein merkwürdiges Buch mit Namen.
This has got to be it, Marty. Look at the missing page.
Oh, gods. And look at the names.
Yeah, the ladies and their guests.
Damn.
What this means, Marty, is that the most influential people in the city had been Natasha's patrons.
This book could destabilize Clawville.
At least the Clawville we currently know.
You think this is behind everything? Somebody's blackmailing Natasha because of this?
That could easily be the case. But something still doesn't fit. That piece of a painting.
Sonny?
If there's even a small chance of...
Sonny,
What?
there's another familiar name here.
What are you talking about?
Oh. Bella, Bella, Bella. Molly.
Clucking hell, Sonny. Molly?
She was working here too.
It's probably someone else with the same name.
So that's why Natasha told me they'd known each other for a long time.
Look, boss.
I can't believe it. All those stories about her past.
Listen, Bossbird. Molly loved you, right? Isn't that what matters?
Marty, please shut your fucking beak right now or I'll shut it for you.
Okay, boss. I'm sorry. But
Just shut the cluck up.
We've caught them sneaking around, Miss Diamond, you see?
I see, madam.
no, back off, ladies.
There's no need for this. We don't want trouble.
No, maybe you don't. Unfortunately, trouble has found you, gentlemen.
Madam Zavas, we needed to know the connection. What this place has to do with Natasha. And
And?
my wife.
Filthy cops? He's talking gibberish. May I shoot him?
No, not yet, Miss Diamond.
I'd be very sorry to put holes in your lovely striped skin, but believe me, baby, I will. I've always wanted to know if diamonds are bulletproof.
Please, madam? It'll all be over in a second.
No. We have received different orders, Miss Diamond. Stand down.
Oh, I see. The pony does tricks on command. Well, I'm not surprised.
That's enough, Marty. You knew who she was, didn't you? What she meant to me.
Well, well, Mr. Featherland. Aren't you interested in your case anymore? No? All it took was a name from your past, and your professionalism drowned in the mud.
Stop playing games with me, Zavas. What does all this have to do with Molly?
Nothing at all. No, she was just a little bird among the many who sought refuge here.
You forced her into this.
You'd love to hear that, but until she met you, she was one of us. Just another...
You clucking...
Sonny, no!
I think I was dreaming. But it wasn't the kind of dream you'd want to remember. Dark and painful. Then the suffocating smoke woke me. It wasn't fried eggs, that's for sure. Where was I? What happened? That treacherous crocodile. Then I saw Marty, who looked as horrible as I felt. Well, I've always wanted a romantic sea voyage.
God damn it. I knew I shouldn't have gone along with this.
Marty, I told you you could get out any time.
And you knew damn well that I wouldn't. That I would never leave you in deep shit once I've joined you. You knew it, and you still asked me to do it.
Marty, listen.
You're a selfish bastard, Sonny, and you drag everyone around you down with you. How long was it till retirement? 120 days?
121.
But you just couldn't sit still on your ass, could you? Well, take a good look around, boss bird. This is you. And this is what follows you. Just this clucking misery. And dead bodies. Do you understand? You have nothing else to offer but suffering.
Marty.
And feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, you're great at that. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna die here on a goddamn blazing ship like roast chicken. Well, it's dramatic at least, just like you like it.
Marty.
What?
I've almost managed to untie the knot. But if you keep thrashing around like that, we're really gonna die here.
Ah, for cluck's sake, fine. Work your magic. Until then, I'm gonna say all the prayers I know.
You better.
Okay, endlich mal wieder was zu tun. So, einmal kurz hier drücken, dann müssen wir jetzt hier irgendwie rauskommen. Also ich bin ja richtig, ich muss hier so ein bisschen malen. Aber halt auch darum. Nein! Ah, Mist! Ah! Ich muss hier malen. Ah! Ah! Endlich. Ah. Ja.
So what now?
Now we run and swim.
I can't swim.
Well, you better learn fast or you'll die. I'm not gonna drag your fat ass to the shore if that's what you're hoping.
I shouldn't have brought this many guns with me.
Throw them away then.
Never.
Then they'll drag you down into the deep. Nah, I don't care. I always thought your gun mania would be your undoing.
Cluck you, Sonny.
We have to survive this first.
Well, after you, boss bird.
That furry, fucking clucking gods. Damn.
Yeah.
Listen, Marty.
What?
What you said on the ship.
What about it?
You were right. I knew this would happen. Or something like it. I dragged you into this deliberately. Because I'm not enough on my own.
Sonny, cut the crap.
No, I'm serious. I knew I couldn't do this alone. I needed you to look out for me.
I don't need this, all right? Stop playing the wounded soul. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough. You're right.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking right.
I'll, shut up now.
Good.
Okay. Also lass uns mal hier so ein bisschen gucken, was hier so ein bisschen neu ist. Vieles. Cyrus hat versucht, uns zu erlegen, aber warum? Was steckt da eigentlich hinter? Und Mollys Name steht da mit dabei. Ja, okay. Captain Marsh.
I think I must have hit my head pretty badly.
Say, isn't that Captain Marsh?
You see him too? Oh, thank the gods.
Ho, 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 lads. What the hairy devil are you doing out here? Isn't it a bit cold for a swim?
It was warm on the ship, at least while it was burning.
I bet it was. Arr.
Hey, Captain, how's it hanging?
It's hanging all right. Arr. What about you lubbers? What was all that ruckus, eh?
Oh, I think someone tried to kill us, Captain. Again.
Come on, Boise. There's nothing new there.
Yeah, old rust can't be scraped away.
Did you see anything, Captain?
Arr. Of course I have. A burning ship. Then two cocks suddenly learned to fly. And even swim, by gad. Huh. What a time to be alive, eh?
You haven't changed a bit, old man.
Sure I haven't. I'm steady, like the Sea of Clawville.
Yeah, except that Clawville doesn't have a sea.
Of course it does, laddie. Just not here in Clawville.
Okay, that's too much for me.
Okay,
Tell me, Captain, do you hang out here all the time?
This behind me is me ship, lads. Or at least, it's a ship I'm living in at the moment. It's not mine, you know.
And what do you do?
I stand here and watch the sea.
The sea? You mean the River Times?
River? Arr, that was a good one, boy.
Okay.
A black car stopped not far from here. A rich-looking car, shiny and all.
Yeah? What else?
Two big lads stepped out of it. One of them was looking like some kind of cow. The other was a cat, a big cat. They were fancy looking at the ship. I don't blame them. It's not something you see every day. I swear on all the saints of the sea. Arr.
Just a wild guess. Was it a ram and a bobcat?
Arr, exactly. Are you friends of theirs?
Well, an acquaintance. It's the bouncer of the Tsar Club, and the goon that was hanging around Ibn.
Plumey gods. Zavas answers to Ibn too. Or at least they're connected.
Yeah.
Oh, arr. That sounds exciting.
Easy, old-timer. This, Ram fella, what did he do after watching us?
Arr, nothing at all, laddie. When that lovely ship started to sink, they got into their pretty car and got away like bats out of hell.
So they didn't see us swimming to shore.
I wouldn't know that.
What now?
I don't know. We can't go to the station, that's for sure.
We agree on that.
I think I broke a rib or two.
My sight's getting blurry.
Pluck me. You know what this means?
Oh, no. I'd rather go blind than go to Bubo's.
We have to, pal.
I'm not your pal, especially after tonight.
Come on, we got no choice.
Well, we survived the burning ship. I guess we'll survive the madman too.
Don't be so optimistic. Do you know anything about the place called the Sweltering Nile?
Of course I do, me boys. But they don't really tolerate folks like me there.
Not surprised. Have you heard anything unusual about it?
Sure I have. They have the most beautiful wenches there, laddie. Like sirens of the sea. And they're willing to do anything for you. If only I were a spring chicken like ye are, I'd be already running over there.
Well, actually, Captain, that's where we came from.
On a burning ship? Bloody hell. You know how to live, lads.
We're doing our best, Captain.
Hey, you be. Arr!
Have you heard the name Madame Zavas?
When I was young like ye, they were talking about a gorgeous crocodile with that name. Aye, beautiful and deadly. Just how I like my women. Arr.
Me too.
It's her, yeah. Less beautiful now, but just as deadly.
She has something to do with the burning ship, eh?
You're quite the detective.
So I've been told.
Okay,
You know, I have a feeling this night's just getting started.
We were almost finished.
Yeah.
You don't want to quit, do you?
No, Sonny, I don't.
Thanks, partner.
Yeah.
okay, womit machen wir denn jetzt weiter? Karte hätte ich tatsächlich was in der Bubus Wohnung. Als einzigste. Okay.
Jeez, what a floating coffin.
Hey, this ship's me everything.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean...
Ja gut, okay. Ich glaube, dann bleibt uns nichts mehr anderes übrig, als entsprechend jetzt hier zu unserer Bubus Wohnung zu fahren.
Bubo used to work at the PD as a coroner and pathologist. Then a couple of limbs and organs went missing, and the morphine stock suspiciously depleted, so the force said goodbye to him. He then set up a private practice, but lost his license pretty quick. Now he's doing something that vaguely resembles medicine, fixing up gangsters and bent coppers. Or pigeons like us. I hadn't seen the doc since he had to pick a dozen pellets out of my drumstick. Thanks, Monty.
Well, well. Look who the cat dragged in. The one and only chicken coppers in the rotting flesh.
Good evening to you too, old owl.
Aw, has he shot you again?
Not yet.
Ha ha, it is to laugh. I just need a strong painkiller, and since we're already here, some information too.
Well, then I hope your pockets are full.
We just crawled out of the river, so if it's all right with you, I can pay with a pocket full of mud.
Well, I owe you one anyway.
One? Don't make me laugh, Bubo. You're indebted to us for the rest of your life.
Okay, tell me what's wrong and do it fast. It's a busy night. On New Year's Eve, animals love to shoot or even eat each other.
Tell me about it. Tonight's starting to remind me of the bloody New Year's Eve.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Did you come here to cry me a river? Spit it out. Then get your wobbly waddles out of here. Ursula will be home soon.
Charming as ever, old bird.
So, wollen wir mit ihm erstmal quatschen oder uns hier erstmal umgucken? Ach komm, gucken wir uns erstmal hier um.
Eesh, like in the cave of the vampire bat in those horror movies.
You're right. I think all of these are illegal, or worse.
Occult magic.
Demonology.
Perverse desires.
Unholy dealings.
Would you two shut the cluck up?
Danke. Oh.
What do you think? Is this a medical illustration or the good doc's dinner?
Unfortunately, the two are often one and the same.
Ugh.
This is just for decoration, right? Somehow I can't picture you playing the classics.
It's Ursula's, not mine. She plays beautifully.
I can imagine.
Hey, shut your beak or I'm gonna sew it shut for you.
All right, calm down.
Who's that?
Who? Oh, he's my father.
Your what?
Why are you so surprised? He gave his body to science.
Then what's he doing here?
Hoo, 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 hoo. You're a hilarious guy.
That was a good one, Sonny.
Yeah, thanks.
Two infantile monkeys.
Okay. Ein Buch. Who's next? Interessant. Okay.
Oh, yuck. It's soaked with blood. Fresh blood.
I was operating on someone a few minutes ago.
Totally sober, huh?
More or less.
Probably less.
My hands tremble if I don't drink, okay? Just leave me alone.
Okay. Gute will ich gleich sprechen.
Do you keep the dead bodies and your stolen morphine stash here?
The morphine's long gone.
Oh, poor Boobo.
Watch your beak, Martin. Spit it out. What do you want from me? I have a busy night.
Busy?
I had to patch up two muscleheads a few minutes ago. Of course, they ran off and didn't pay.
What muscleheads?
Wait, let me guess. A ram and a bobcat.
How did you know?
Shit. What was their problem? Why did they come here?
The bobcat's hand was badly burned and something had sliced the ram.
Well, it's not an easy job to haul two unconscious roosters onto an abandoned ship and then set it on fire.
What have you gotten yourselves into again, you fools? Those two work for Ibn Wessler.
You don't say.
Well, in this case, it was nice to know you, gentlemen.
Don't celebrate in advance, Doc. As you can see, we're not so easy to kill.
Just tell us everything you know. And give us some strong painkillers.
Well, all right. Ask away. But I must warn you. If Ursula comes home and sees you here, she'll either kick you out or maul you to death.
Joking aside, how are you, Doc? Long time no see.
Oh, you should get shot more often than you'd see me more.
Yeah, right. I'm on it.
I'm still alive. Clawville's still standing, to my surprise. Ursula still bears with me, to my even greater surprise. What else can I say?
You don't need anything else then, right?
You know, I could use a big house, a normal job, and a ton of money. And it'd be great if that ridiculous King Hector would finally resign from the throne.
So you still support the Separatists?
Wow, this old owl's heart is beating.
But your life partner is a bear.
Not a problem as long as I don't marry her.
You're a goddamn hypocrite, Boobo.
Why, thank you.
What does this tell you, Boobo?
That you tore off the corner of a painting?
Not that. What do you make of it?
That somewhere a painting is missing a corner.
Don't cluck with me, old man.
I'm not. I'm completely serious.
Then, thanks for the help.
Don't mention it.
Love is still in the air, I see.
I'm a prisoner, boys.
Yeah, the prisoner of your stupidity.
Easy for you to say. You can't get rid of a woman like her so easily.
Why? Because she's a bear and weighs a ton?
No. Because no matter how much I hate her, I still love her more than anything.
Aw, touching.
Hold your tongue, McChicken.
What do you know about Madame Zavas and her affairs?
Zavas, huh? Who? That woman's probably even more dangerous than Ibn Wessler himself.
Oh, great news.
Is there some kind of link between them?
Ibn's contacts span the entire city, and his new girlfriend, that Natasha, worked in the brothel once.
How do you know that?
Everybody knows.
Oh, great. We almost died for that information.
Why didn't you ask?
Just shut up, okay? So that Ram and his partner, did they talk about something? About their plans, where they're going next?
The Bobcat didn't say a word, he just growled. But the Ram couldn't shut up, and he talks like a butler or something. He's got a very strange vocabulary, I must say.
What did they say, Bubo? Get to the point.
After they've done the job killing you, I guess, they said they have to kill a rat, too. A rat? Figuratively. An informer. Someone who spilled the beans and hurt Mr. Wessler's interests.
An informer.
They called him a sneaky little bastard, too, if that helps.
That's gotta be Zip.
Of course, Zip. Damn it.
Well, then that flea bag's done for.
Hold your horses, Marty. Zip is like a cockroach, practically immortal.
I guess. We gotta help him then.
I'm afraid you're right. We still owe him one.
One?
I didn't even hear that, Bubo. So, who tried to get us out of the way, and why?
Okay, wir müssen uns jetzt irgendwie mal, also wer sollte uns beseitigen und warum? Ich stehe mal davon aus, dass es Im ist. Mit... Achso, das muss ja noch... und Natascha. Und Savers. Natürlich. Die beiden haben... Also, die beiden und warum? Savers und Ibn zu töten versucht, arbeiten Savers und Ibn zusammen. Vielleicht waren Savers und Wesley ein geheimes Liebespaar und Savers gehört einfach Ibn.
Maybe Zavas is in cahoots with Ibn Wessler.
Das kann gut möglich sein. Die Frage ist jetzt, warum? Weil... Mollys Name? Ich weiß nicht. Nein. Weil Zip der Informant ist? Nein. Nataschas Geheimnis. Ja.
But why? Just because Natasha used to work at that place?
Nur weil tatsächlich Savers gearbeitet hat. Im hat versucht, Natascha zu töten, weil sie in einem Bordell gearbeitet hat und er ist der Täter. Nee. Ibn möchte Nataschas Geheimnis nicht enthüllen oder etwa, nee. Genau, Natascha, wir nehmen die. No! Okay, nehmen wir A.
Ibn Wessler wants to hide the tracks leading to Natasha's past. Or maybe it was Natasha herself.
Ja. So, aber was ist dann der Gegenstand? Die Marke, das Magnum, meine letzte Zigarette, die Karte, das Gemäldefetzen. Die Karte? Nein. Nein. Weil Deborah dead ist. Nein. Siebter Informant? Ja.
But what does it have to do with Zip? Why do they want to kill the raccoon?
Zip war derjenige, der gefunden hat, dass es Natascha in einer Bodega gearbeitet hat. Zip weiß viel über Natashas Vergangenheit und westliche Geschäfte. Zip hat in der Vergangenheit auch in Bodega gearbeitet. Das Miss Savers und eben zu Natashas Geheimnissen Vorgeschichte als Kurtisane in Verbindung bringt. War mir klar, dass das falsch ist. Ich nehme B. Ja. Nein. Auch nicht im Modell gearbeitet.
Zip knows something or has something that can unveil Natasha and Ibn's secret. We need to find out what it is.
Sonny, there's something else. Your car's here behind the building. Ursula covered it with a tarp.
What? Why?
She saw it in front of the brothel. And she also saw the madam's girls trying to take it apart.
Furry gods. What did she do to them?
Well, a couple of dames with guns are not enough to scare my dear Ursula, that's for sure. But relax. She didn't tear them to pieces. She just chased them off and got away with your car.
You know, for once, that's wonderful news.
Yeah, I wore my legs down to get here.
Warmest regards to Ursula when she gets back, Doc. She may have saved our lives.
Of course I will. Now, cluck off, will you?
Ah, you're the best, Boobo.
I know. Will you kindly get lost?
Irgendwas stand da jetzt gerade. Moment. Hier. Bobo erwähnte, dass eben Wesleys Leute darauf waren, eine Rate zu erledigen. Damit kann einiges nur Sid gemeint sein. Ja, die Person, die schauen wir uns jetzt nicht an. Okay. Genau. Dann müssen wir entsprechend jetzt in den Hotdog.
Damn, we're late.
I don't see him anywhere.
But that jerk's here.
Yeah, the famous scribbler Tim in the flesh. He must have seen something. And because he's here, he must have caught a whiff of a serious case. We should interrogate him.
Oh, let me be the bad cop, Boss Bird.
Permission granted.
Yes.
Timothy.
Hey, Timbo, my old pal.
Hey, hello, boys. What a lovely welcome.
You're not scared to see us, are you?
Who? Me? What are you thinking? I'm always glad to see you working, especially together like this as the legendary chicken police.
What the hell's going on here, Tim?
That's exactly what I was thinking. You see, what the hell could have happened here, right? Very strange, indeed.
Where's Zip, Timbo?
Keen observation, boys, because that's the most exciting thing about the story.
Let me guess. A ram and a bobcat appeared and took him with them.
Well, you could say that if it happened, but it didn't.
Then what?
Isn't it great? Here's the twist.
Start talking, Tim, or we'll have to see if you can really fly.
Come on, Sonny. I was supposed to be the bad cop.
Shut your beak, Monty.
Hey, quit playing tough, will ya? You know I'll help you even if you don't threaten me. I always do. Mostly.
Stop babbling. Just answer the question. Have you seen anything weird around the river?
You mean the smoke and burning ship?
Exactly.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
What do you know about Madame Zavas, Timothy? What's the old hag up to these days?
I only know what everybody does. She's rich, she owns a brothel, allegedly she used to be a spy, and she's an enthusiastic supporter of the Crown and the Royalist Party.
What else?
Well, I haven't heard anything else, I swear. She's surrounded by secrets. She was a spy, you know. Although,
Yes?
a little bird told me she's been entertaining quite a lot of foreign guests recently. I mean, real high-quality VIP guests.
Who? From where?
I don't know, but allegedly, she's welcomed patrons from Stavonia, Averia, and even Nautica. Basically from everywhere that matters.
And?
Well, that's all. You know I can get into everywhere, but even I give the Nile a wide berth. Those wild girls are capable of anything protecting the madam. Trust me.
Yeah, we've noticed. So, what about Zip?
I'm telling you, I don't know. He was already gone by the time I got here.
Why are you still sniffing around?
I was trying to make that fella talk over there.
What, the old fly guy? You speak insect?
What if I do? I'm educated, you know?
All right, Tim, my patience is gone. It's time you start singing like the songbird you are.
Hey, that's Seabird. Okay, back off. We're old friends, aren't we?
Exactly. That's why I haven't smeared the walls with you yet.
Ouch.
Dann müssen wir ihn wohl mal vernehmen, ne?
Timbo's
Aha.
a douchebag, so it's not hard to draw the truth from him.
Okay, was zur Hölle machst du eigentlich hier, Timbo?
So what the hell are you doing around here, Timbo?
All right, I confess, but you'll be surprised. I was looking for you boys. The whole town's talking about you.
Really? I'm swelling with pride.
Everybody's whispering about the chicken police being back together again. And that you've already turned the whole city upside down.
Great news. What else do they say?
That you've threatened Ibn Wessler's sweetheart Natasha, then trashed Madame Zavas's brothel. Hard stuff.
Really? I'm not surprised.
Oh, and the best, you set fire to a ship, too.
Yeah, right.
Ja.
And one more thing. A poor girl was found dead at Natasha's place after you visited there.
Is that so? And you believe all that?
I'm a journalist, Sonny. It doesn't matter what I believe.
Yeah, right.
Okay, hast du irgendjemand hier herumschnüffeln sehen und weshalb hast du uns ausgerechnet hier gesucht? Nehmen wir mal das zweite.
And why were you looking for us here, of all places?
You offend me, Sonny. I'm your biggest fan. I knew the hot dog's gonna be on your list.
So it was a lucky guess.
Something like that. And I'm wasting time here often anyway, so I had nothing to lose. And here we are.
So, du bist uns also nicht zufällig gefolgt, Schmuckes. Du bist uns also nicht zufällig gefolgt.
So you weren't following us by any chance?
Guys, what exactly do you take me for?
Let's not get into that, Timbo. So,
I wasn't following you at all. This place was my first guess, okay? Or I just wanted to have a good cup of coffee. I mean, who knows?
Upsi. Was ist passiert?
what happened to Zip, Tim?
Okay. When I arrived here, the hot dog was already closed. Zip wanted to shoo me away, but I managed to persuade him to talk to me a little. We're old friends, Sonny, you know? And I have this personal charm.
Yeah, right, the, charm. Get to the point, Timbo.
Okay. So, he was totally crazy. I've never seen him like that before. He was flustered, flailing, and talking absolute gibberish.
He must have said something, since you're such great friends.
Well, he just said he'd go to the only place where there are even bigger scoundrels than those that are after him.
Really? I can guess what he meant.
I didn't have a clue. Anyway, after he closed the dog behind me, and then the cops came and took him away in handcuffs, I came to the conclusion that all of this Makes no sense.
Zip, you clever son of a bitch.
Why? Oh, what is it? Oh, tell me.
You just keep your beak out of this, Scribbler. I think I've got an idea about what our little friend's up to. Timbo loves to brag, and it's easy to approach him through his ego. Best if we ruthlessly exploit that.
Okay. Irgendwelche gute Gerüchte, Tim, mein Freund? Arbeitest du an einem Artikel für die erste Seite, was?
Heard any juicy gossip today, Tim, my friend?
Natasha performed her new song tonight. It was a blast, I heard. And a poor little Bambi died. Oh, and a ship was seen burning then sinking on the Times, but you already know that.
Not only know it, we even felt it. That all?
It could fill a full issue of the Clawville Chronicle. Isn't that enough?
It's more than enough, Tim, old pal.
Okay. Jetzt sind wir Fan. Wer hat dir erzählt, dass wir wieder zusammenarbeiten würden? Erzähl mir von Madame Sways. Ein Bullen, welche waren das? Muss mal ganz kurz hier einen Button drücken. Machen wir mal Madame Sways.
As you're so well informed, Timster, tell me about Madame Zavos.
Well, they say she's kinda angry because someone trashed her brothel. Oh, and that someone was allegedly you and Marty.
Yeah, you already told us. Good story. Anything else? With a little more truth in it.
Allegedly, Ibn Wessler's men were seen around the brothel. I have a hunch that they were the same two guys that came here, too.
Gee, that may even be true.
Okay. Timbo, du achtest doch auf alles. Kam sonst noch jemand vorbei?
Timbo, you pay attention to everything. Did anyone else come here?
Besides the coppers? Yeah, a ram and a bobcat, in fact.
But you just told us it wasn't them.
Wasn't them what? I didn't say they took Zip, because that's not how it happened.
Don't make me mad, Tim. We're really not in the mood for this.
Hey, I'm only telling you the truth. They stopped here in a fancy big car, looked around, then left. Zip was no longer here. Neither were the coppers, okay?
Tiny Tim is a true fan of ours, and it's time to finally use that to our advantage.
Okay, hast du aufgepasst, Timothy? Wie hat Zip sich verhalten, als sie ihn abführten? Das ist eigentlich eine ganz gute Frage. Hast du dich mit Wesleys Leuten unterhalten? Tim hat... Das ist wichtig, bist du dir sicher, dass bei Wesleys Schläger waren? Hilft an allem, komm raus. Tim, was hat Zip, bevor sie ihn mitnahmen?
Did you talk to Wessler's men?
I may be a death-defyingly brave veteran journalist, but I'm not a moron. I give Ibn Wessler's dealings a very wide berth. I like living, you know? Free, like a bird.
Okay, das war eher schlecht.
Zip was hiding something in the dog, right?
What do you mean exactly?
Well, you tell me. You're good old friends, aren't you?
Well, that's right, Sonny, but Zip's not the kind to easily share his secrets. But now that you put it that way...
That's more like it, Tim. Tell me, what do you know?
Well, I don't know what it could be exactly. I mean, maybe it's not even relevant, but I'm sure Zip was trying to get rid of something when I arrived here.
What and where?
I don't know, okay? I already told you too much. If Zip hears about me telling you all this, he's never gonna talk to me again.
Tim, unless we find Zip, he's not gonna talk to anyone ever again. Not in this life, at least.
Okay, ja, so 60 genau. Wir sind ein brauchbarer Kopf. Wir sind nach der Pause ein bisschen eingerostet, würde ich sagen. Okay, ich glaube, da müssen wir erstmal mit dem Fliegenkerl sprechen. Ich glaube, der weiß ein bisschen mehr.
Hey, old pal, could you help us?
Does he understand us?
I don't know.
Excuse me. Have you seen where the raccoon went? The one who owns the joint? Nothing.
Mist.
They say an animal's just like his car.
Does that mean I'm old and rusty?
Well, you said it.
What about you? You don't even have a license.
That's just it. I'm special and fresh like a spring chicken.
No, like a moron.
Ich glaube, wir gehen mal rein, ne?
Look at this mess.
Looks like he was in a real hurry, or was trying to erase his tracks.
Because he was trying to hide something. But where?
And most of all, what?
Let's take a good look around.
Schauen wir uns mal um. Die Kritze.
Huh, what insight? Good question, pal. I was thinking about that.
Stimmt. Darüber haben wir letztes Mal schon gesprochen. Warum das denn so nur schwarz-weiß ist.
Ugh, I wouldn't dare touch that.
Okay.
Marty already looked through it. Nothing interesting.
Greetings, pal. What can I get you?
What are you doing, Marty?
A nice hot cup of coffee? Maybe some toast? Ooh, our strawberry jam pancake is divine.
You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Yes, sir. One coffee and a turbo milkshake with extra vanilla and millet powder coming right up.
Ah, furry gods help me. Please don't have a nervous breakdown, okay?
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
I'd rather have somebody pull my beak off.
Ah, you used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird.
Okay, irgendwie stehen wir jetzt hier auf dem Schlauch, glaube ich, ne? Okay.
When all of this is over,
You owe me a foot massage. Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
the name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray. Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right.
Irgendwie bin ich jetzt gerade so ein bisschen überfordert. Ah, hier, Achtung.
This sign summarizes the city's current attitude. Hey, Timbo, what about the old fly guy? Did he see something?
Maybe he did, but he's not talking. He didn't even speak when the coppers were asking him. And not even when one of them kicked him and the other spat on him. Tough fella indeed.
Those fuckers.
The fly was silent, no matter what. After they left, he just picked up his guitar and started strumming like nothing happened.
Poor bastard.
If I only knew who they were.
Then what? What'll you do? Beat them and spit on them? Like they did with this fella?
They deserve it.
Well, that's one thing, Marty, but things don't work that way.
Okay, irgendwie hänge ich jetzt gerade ein bisschen fest. Ach so.
This quiet. You know, I understand why Zip escaped here when he got out of his shady dealings.
It's not possible to get all the way out, Marty.
What? So, you also stay a cop even after retirement?
Every cop stays a cop. It burns itself into you.
That's good to know. So am I gonna stay a cop forever?
Sorry, Marty.
Well, that's that.
Okay. Da müssen wir uns hier mal kurz an den Hinweisen nochmal ganz kurz orientieren. Zip hat selbst Polizei gerufen und sich mit Leben, aber warum? Zip hat im Hotdog etwas versteckt. Wir müssen es finden, bevor es zu spät ist. Ach so, okay. Okay, im Hotdog-Laden. Das kann ja nicht sein. Ach, warte mal, die Jukebox. Nicht alle Bullen sind Schweine. Ist so. Schade. When
we get over this whole mess, I'm gonna take you to a concert.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Swear.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
You'll see. Just wait.
Okay. Das ist mir klar. Das ist mir auch klar. Fuck the key. Entschuldigung.
Did you find something?
Nothing. Or, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but nothing important to us.
A pity. Whatever that mangy raccoon tried to hide must still be here.
Or not.
Ja, und die Frage ist, Thema or not trifft es sehr gut, denn
The kingdom of dirty dishes and...
ich finde es nicht.
Are you looking...
I have to make a living somehow. So, tell me.
It's not work for us, Tim. It's just pure fun. Walk the city, get ourselves beat up, have a nice swim. And now, we happen to be here, of all places.
A nice cup of coffee feels especially good after a little thrashing, you know? You could experience that too in the near future.
If you can make good coffee, of course.
Well, plumey gods, take it easy, boys. I'll tell you what I know, just ask.
So, ich bin jetzt überfordert, denn jetzt müssen wir irgendwo weitergehen und ich weiß nicht wo. Ja. Das ist nämlich ganz blöd. Okay, wir müssen mal hier nach Person suchen. Bei ihm wissen wir das. Ja, kennen wir. Der Brown Bear. Ich klick das einmal hier durch. Ja, Zip hat selbst. Meerschweinchen. Das große Unbekannte, das ist natürlich das, wo wir jetzt ein Problem haben. Lass uns mal überlegen. We don't serve box here.
This sign summarizes the city's current.
Genau. Okay.
Come to daddy, darling. It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
Moment, fehlt da was? Nee. Das wäre jetzt so mein Gedanke, dass vielleicht hier im Plakat was fehlt. Und damit vielleicht kombinieren könnte, aber nee. So, die Speisekarte sagt mir auch nichts. Lass uns mal überlegen. Wo könnte jemand was verstecken? Und dann tatsächlich so verstecken, dass man es vielleicht nicht findet. Ne, also...
Look at this.
I'm looking, but what the hell could it be?
No idea, Marty. Guess it's best if we ask the owner himself.
Where do we find him?
Now, Timbo told us he's with even worse bastards than the one chasing him.
That's it. The Parliament.
No, Marty, but close.
Then, no way.
Oh, yes, Marty. Zip is at the Clawville City Police Department.
Could it be that simple? And that wild?
Well, the cops took him. So it's obvious that he called the cops by himself to scare away Wessler's henchmen. Timbo was right.
Doesn't he know half the police is in Wessler's pocket?
He probably does, but this was his only chance.
Then he really is in big trouble. So? To the PD then?
Well, I haven't got a better idea. Believe me, I'd love to have one.
Okay. Ich glaube. Auf zur Wache. Hier haben wir eine Nummer.
Why did you keep that wristband?
9843722.
Have you found what you were looking for?
No, Timbo, but we wouldn't tell you even if we did.
Ah, but you have. You are an open book to me, Sonny. So, thanks for the intel.
Be careful what you're writing, Timmy boy. I'm a cop for only the next 121 days. After that, I can gut you if I want, and get away with it.
And when did you being a cop stop you?
He has a point.
Just keep a low profile, okay, Timster?
Okay, I get it. My beak is sealed. Zoop.
Zup. Okay, also ab zur Polizei. Und in der Polizei geht's weiter.
Clucking furry hell!
So they know we're still alive?
And they'd like to do something about it.
Ich müsste nachladen. Ach so.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Ah, Mist. Okay. Ja, okay. Eieieiei.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
schieß nicht auf schieße nicht auf sie, Spatzenhirn. Schieße auf den Wagen. Warum nicht auf den Wagen? Also nur aufs...
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Oh. Mist.
We could only hope we'd arrived in time. If they'd taken Zip to the interrogation room, the hole as we called it, and beaten the truth out of him, we'd lose the trail and end up in a dead end. It was time to be fast and ruthless. God damn it, Zip. Why couldn't you stay out of this?
Ah, look who's here. The top of the cops.
Idiot's luck. They must have gotten soaking wet because of those holes.
Sometimes I wonder how these two are even still alive in a city like this.
Wonders of the world, Marty. Hey, guys. Beautiful night, huh? Maybe a little wet, but,
Well, to be honest, I'm soaked to the bone. Maybe the spikes. Shut the fuck up, Royce. And you, don't you have anything better to do? Eh?
Better than this? Nah, nothing. We love clowns.
Ah, piss off, chicken.
How many of these did we wreck in 10 years, Sonny?
9. And I have no idea. I stopped counting after year 2.
How much does it cost the city to keep us on the force?
Well, stop thinking about it. It'll make your head hurt.
Yeah, right.
Ja, nicht drüber nachdenken, ne?
Last traces of the Castilia clan.
Blood Boil took care of the family for good. Gruesome.
Oh, don't misunderstand me. They got what they deserved. But, you know, once you pull out a weed like that...
2 more spring up in the same place.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean we should give up fighting.
Why not? What's the point of fighting in vain all your life?
Because otherwise, the bad guys win.
Okay. So, lass uns mal reingehen.
Martin,
Yes, Chief.
you know what I've heard?
I have no idea, Chief.
You think I'm stupid, birds?
No, we don't, Chief.
What the ever-loving fuck do you think you're doing?
Chief, if I may,
Sonny, shut the fuck up. You're not on duty. You're suspended, if you remember. So I'm not your chief right now.
Oh, we just stepped out for a coffee, Chief. Then we saw something suspicious at the Czar Club, and we investigated it, and,
Suspicious, right? You investigated, right?
yes, sir.
Do you take me for a fool, chickens? And what do you know about the burning ship that lit up the entire Times?
burning, what? Wild lords, that sounds awful.
Don't play innocent with me, Santino. You both stink like you're in deep, deep shit.
Well, you don't think we had anything to do with that, do you?
I don't know. But if you do, I will find out. You better know that.
I swear, Chief.
I've had enough of your swearing for a lifetime. Get the fuck out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Have a beautiful day, Chief.
Don't let me see you again, Santino. Or
I'll try not to be seen, Chief.
I'm not your chief. Get lost.
Okay.
You two again.
Say, Bosco, what's all this about, Zip?
Yeah, if only I knew. This idiot called us on himself. He told us we have to take his statement.
And what does he want to confess to?
I don't know yet. We still can't get it out of him. But we're taking him down to the hole soon. There, he'll sing like a little bird for us. No pun intended.
Would you mind if we asked him a few questions before that? You know, just for old time's sake.
Sorry, boys, but you know the rules.
The rules, right. More like blood boil.
Yeah, more like blood boil. So sorry.
Ach komm.
Sorry, boys. I can't let you do that. You know, protocol.
You and protocol, Bosco? Don't make me laugh.
That's the case, boys, like it or not. Stop harassing the witness.
Well, what can I do? Sorry, guys.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
I hear the city's on fire since you're back together again.
Not yet, but all is not lost.
Metaphorically, I mean. So, how can I help you?
And we need some information, if you're not busy.
Of course I'm busy, and of course you need information. But I'll help you, as always.
You're an angel.
Yeah, I know, Marty.
Do you know anything about a girl named Deborah Ibanez?
You mean the Bambi whose body was found in Natasha Kutsenko's weekend house with huge red letters on her back?
Don't call her a Bambi.
So you knew her.
Just fleetingly.
Anyway, I don't even want to know. I don't know much about her. Moses and Plato are on that case.
Thanks for the intel, Mon. Anything else worth mentioning?
You were at the scene, right?
We? Of course not.
Sonny, you can't lie to me. You just can't.
Is this some kind of interrogation? Just leave us alone, Monica.
You're an open book for me, Sonny. Remember that.
Guess who we had the chance to meet? Madame Zavas, the legend herself.
So you're that lonely? I didn't think that was your thing, Sonny, but you know what's best for you.
We were there to investigate.
Of course. And were you successful?
To be honest, they beat us and tried to burn us alive.
Inside of a sinking ship.
Wow. Busy night, right? Even for you.
Yeah, so what do you know about the madam?
Nothing much. She's not had any run-ins with the police recently.
Of course, because half the PD goes to her.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Look, Mon, we suspect Madame Zavas is in cahoots with Ibn Wessler. Any idea why?
No, but those two mean trouble by themselves. I don't envy you boys.
Seriously, any ideas?
Get out while you can. Right about immediately.
Well, you're kind of right.
We can't, Mon. We gotta see this through to the end.
Famous last words.
When did they bring in the trash panda?
Not even an hour ago. You're just in time. They haven't taken him into the hole yet.
Yeah, I can see. Listen, Mon, would you do us a favor?
Can I be honest? Not really.
Oh, just a small thing. For old time's sake.
Me and my big heart. So, what do you want?
Call Bosco over here for some reason, okay? So that we can have a quick talk with Zip.
Okay, I guess I can do that. But you owe me one.
We'll thank you somehow, I promise.
No promises this time. Shoes.
Shoes?
Size 35, high heels, black.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Hey, Bosco.
Yes, ma'am.
Come over here for a second.
Right away.
Oh, jetzt ganz schnell.
Don't drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for you.
Sonny.
Nein, da wollte ich gar nicht hin. Wollte ich jetzt Zip.
Hello, Zip.
Hello, boys. What's up?
We were trying to visit you, but guess what? You were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But suddenly the cops appeared and,
Cut the crap, Zip. We talked to Tim. We were at the dog and at Bubo's, Zip. Two meatheads were talking about gutting a rat.
A rat?
An informant, Zip. We immediately knew it was you. Isn't that flattering?
I can explain, boys. My life was in danger. These lunatics want to kill me, and I have no idea why.
They wanted to cook us, Zip. We're lucky to be alive. Then we walked our feet to the bone and almost got shot to pieces just a couple of minutes before.
What Sonny means is we're not in the mood for bullshit or raccoon shit.
Good boys, I have no idea what they want from you. I don't know what they want from me either.
We have time. And by the looks of it, you have too, pal. So start telling us what you have to do with all of this. Bubo doesn't have a high opinion of you, Zip. How do you know him?
You see these stitches? His weight. All of them.
Ah, I see. My condolences.
He's a good friend of mine. But the word friend is misspelled in his dictionary.
What do you think about this paper?
I've seen better, sonny boy. But that's not paper.
Do you know what it is?
At first glance, it's canvas. A piece of a painting. But it's too small and too blurry to make anything of it.
So, still nothing. Well, thanks anyway, Zip.
Anytime, boys. Are we done?
Have you ever been to the Nile, Zip?
Oh, I wish, man. But my kind can't get in there. Why, did you?
Right in the madam's room if you're interested.
Oh, so that's why you look like that.
Bingo. Did you know that the place has ties to the Wessler Empire?
That place has ties to everything and everyone in Clawville, boys. Even to the royal family. I'll bet my tail on it.
So, we were just about to listen to some sweet music when,
Didn't that damn jukebox break all of a sudden?
Oh, damn it.
Damn it, indeed, Zip. There was a wristband behind it, with numbers on it.
984-237-22 to be exact.
What? All that from memory? How the hell?
I have no idea either, and it scares me too, but that's not the point. Tell us about it.
That is, if you want to leave this place on your feet.
Okay. You got me. I'll talk, but only if you promise that the cops won't know about this.
Do we look like we're on duty? Zip is a real opportunist. He's trying to turn everything to his advantage, but we're gonna turn the tables.
Sehr gut. Vor wem bist du weggelaufen, Zip, und warum
Who
hier?
did you escape from? And why here, Zip?
Why? Because I like living, that's why.
How did you know they were coming for you?
I got a tip-off from a friend that I should pack my things and go if I'd want to live. But I had nowhere to run. You know me. The hot dog's my everything.
So you thought you'd be safe here?
Of course. Ibben's people are everywhere, but, maybe it's harder to get rid of me at the PD.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Okay. Wie hast du es geschafft, dass eben Wesley auf dich sauer ist? Die zwei Schlägertypen haben dich eine Ratte genannt. Weil er eine ist.
How did you manage to piss off Ibn Wessler?
I don't know, all right?
I don't have time for this. Sing like a bird, or I can't guarantee your safety.
I did something for him, that's all, okay? A tiny little favor. You know how it goes, Sonny. Animals like Wessler make a living out of these kinds of favors.
Tiny little favor, eh? Wessler's kind don't send assassins after someone for tiny little favors.
You have no idea what's going on in his head nowadays, pal. Fella gone totally insane.
Eben hat dich erpresst, nicht wahr? Was musst du für eben tun? Was hat er gegen dich in der Tasche, Zip? Scheint so, als hättest du den Absprung aus der Unterwelt nicht ganz geschafft, oder?
What did he have on you, Zip?
You know the drill. I asked something of him once, and he told me one day he's gonna ask me for something in return.
And that day finally came, right?
Yeah. And I had to do it. Because even if I got out of it, he'd drag me back for good. Or worse.
Nail your hide to the wall.
Yeah. That's the least he would do. Believe me.
Was musst du tun für Ibn?
What did you have to do for Ibn?
I never hurt anyone, all right? Let's make that clear right now.
I never said you did.
I just had to get rid of a package for the boss. That was the job. Quick, clean, simple, right?
Yeah? What kind of package?
A very heavy one.
Dead bodies are kinda heavy, Zip.
How did you know it was a dead body?
I didn't. I was bluffing, but thanks for the answer.
You lousy chicken.
Zip's a secretive little specimen, but knowing his past, it's no surprise. I must take advantage of this and trap him with it.
Okay, warum hast du den Auftrag angenommen? Warum, du Zip, Ibn hat doch eine Menge Scheren für solche Aufgaben. Warum bist du nicht sofort hergekommen, als Wesley anfing, dich zu erpressen?
Why didn't you come here as soon as Wessler blackmailed you?
Because they would have laughed at me, Sonny. You know that.
Not if you know who to look for.
And who would that be? Maybe you? You're suspended.
Well, I'll help you if I can, Zip. If you hadn't noticed, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah? And how? By airing out my dirty laundry? That'll make me laugh.
Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Glaubst du, wird passieren, wenn sie dich gehen lassen? Du weißt, dass die Beihilfe zu einem Mord geleistet hast, oder?
You know you're an accessory to murder, right?
Only if I get found out.
What reason do I have to keep my beak shut?
Maybe if I told you what you'd like to know.
Do you think I'm that cheap?
Why? Ain't you?
That depends on what you have to say, Trash Panda.
Oh, ich habe mir schon gedacht. Warum hast du das Armband behalten? Was schätzt du, wie lange wirst du hier drinnen in Sicherheit sein? Du wolltest im erpressen, oder etwa nicht?
Why did you keep that wristband?
Because it seemed important. And because, you know me, I'm trying to turn every situation to my advantage. That's the way Zip works.
How, exactly?
Who knows? It seemed important. It just fell out of the body bag and I thought, look, this shit seems important, so why not?
That's why they want to kill you.
I have no friggin' way of knowing that. Why don't you ask them, huh?
Was passiert also mit der Leiche?
What happened to the body, Zip?
I don't know, Sonny. All I had to do was drop it in an abandoned part of the hive.
Where starvation's most prevalent, I guess. Where insects fight for their survival, right?
I couldn't have found a better way to get rid of a corpse myself. All that fresh meat must have been gone in a matter of minutes. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't stick around to see what happened.
You make me sick, Zip.
You would have done exactly the same thing in my situation. Anyone would have. I got the order, I did what I had to. I wanted to survive.
Yeah, that's Ibn for you. Blackmail.
Yeah, something like that.
Zip may be secretive, but if he manages to open up, he's also honest. He's not trying to change the subject anymore, so I only have one thing left to do. Ask the right questions.
Okay. Wer war der Tote?
Who was the stiff, Zippy?
I swear I don't know, Sonny. You have to believe me.
I have a hard time believing you didn't take a little peek into that body bag, Zip.
I didn't dare, okay? I knew they'd kill me if I did.
It looks like they're gonna kill you anyway.
Not if you help me, Sonny.
I haven't received enough important information yet, Zip.
Ich frage dich als ein letztes Mal, was für ein Arm
I'm
ist das?
asking you for the last time. What's with the wristband?
I honestly have no idea, Sonny. It simply fell out of the bag when I threw it down in the alley. At first, I wanted to leave it there, but then, well, you know me, huh?
And that's the whole story?
That's the whole story. At first, I thought it was some kind of, code. But on a wristband, it's usually an ID number instead.
Like on prisoners.
Exactly. But I know from experience that prisoners don't get bands like this. Not in Clawville. It looks more like something from a hospital.
Maybe you're right, Zip. While we're at it, was it Dr. Bubo who gave you the tip-off to get out of the hop dog?
Yeah, it was. Why?
Thanks, Zip. You've helped us put some vital pieces into place.
Well, that's great. Hey, then help me, Sonny. I don't want to rot in here or end up in the alley of the Hive.
We'll see what we can do.
You gotta help me.
Be glad I'm not charging you as an accomplice to murder here and now. Just keep your head down. Understand?
I will, Boss Bird. I will.
That's more like it.
Sehr schön. So, wir sind nicht genau. Der Kopf ist aus der Übung. Ja, das stimmt.
So you're telling me you have no idea what this is?
It's a wristband. I see the same thing as you. This was the only thing left of the dead body. And me, you know me, they don't call me Sticky Fingers for nothing.
So you just took it?
Maybe for some blackmailing?
Who knows? Maybe it just hurt my sense of justice. I wanted to know who I buried.
You're a real bastard, Zip. A real first-grade bastard.
Should I say thanks? Thanks.
Just lay low, Zip. Real low.
Thanks for the advice, Sonny.
So, where to next? Where did that wristband come from?
I got bad news, Marty. I only know one person who knows about medical stuff.
Oh, no. We were just there.
Sorry, partner. Bubo again.
Okay. Ich glaube, wir müssen woanders hin. Zurück zu Bubo.
Hello, Ursula, dear. Oh, what's the rush? Is there something wrong?
Wrong? That dim-witted, insane, ragged old stinky owl. That's what's wrong.
Whoa. It's all right, Ursula. Just tell us what happened.
What happened? You happened. And Wester's goons. It was supposed to be the only day of the year we could have relaxed a little.
We're sorry, Ursula. You're right.
Like I care, Marty. Tired of this. Tired of the bitter old owl, and I'm tired of waiting.
And?
Never mind. I'm going. This time, I'm going for good.
Hang in there, Ursula. And if there's anything we can do to help...
Anything? Of course there is, my dear. I never want to see your faces again.
Ouch. I'm gonna try to talk to the old owl, all right?
Good luck with that.
Oh, and Ursula, thanks for all you've done for us. With the car.
You know, I'm starting to regret it.
That was...
rough.
yeah.
But understandable. I only see Bubo once a year, and even that's way too much.
A lot of people feel the same about us.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, what's up, Doc? Somehow we guessed we'd find you still awake.
Stop playing innocent. I've heard that little intermezzo. I have the ears of an owl, you know.
We're very sorry, Bubo. I'm sure she'll come back.
Of course she'll come back. She loves me. I don't know why. And she's afraid that I'll drink myself to death once she's gone for good.
She's not wrong about that.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
We're here for some information. Then we'll be out of your hair. I mean, feathers.
Who cares? So what do you want? And be quick about it.
Say, Bubo, about Ursula.
What about her?
Well, that's just it. What if she's not coming back? I'm a little worried about you, Doc. And you know that's not my style.
Well, don't worry, boys. The wind's blowing, the sun's shining.
And Ursula always comes back.
Exactly. There are things in the universe that are unchangeable.
Touching, but you should be prepared for the worst. I thought Molly was coming back too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I trust Ursula, Sonny. What else can I do?
Well, to be honest, that's all you can do. What do you know about this wristband, Bubo?
Zip said they gave these to patients in hospitals. That's why we came back to you.
Something similar, yes, but not exactly the same. It's different.
And?
And what?
Well, what do you think? Where's this from?
How the hoot would I know, Sonny? What am I, some kind of psychic? That I put my hands on it and tell you?
Okay, let's try another approach. Do you have any idea why Wessler's men were looking for Zip so hard?
I don't. How should I know? Why should I care?
He had to hide a body. The body of someone Wessler killed. The wristband is from the corpse.
Really?
That rang a bell, old owl.
Well, boys, if I'm right, you're in deep shit.
That's more like it.
Tell us, Bubo.
So, Wessler, the wristband, and a corpse, huh? It looks very much like I know the connection. Or at least I have a hunch.
Out with it, Owlface.
Okay, don't peck me, chickens. Hobart Ibn Wessler has a relative who happens to be a resident at an insane asylum. The band is very likely from there.
Wait, a relative? What kind of relative?
Yeah. You don't know? I thought you were the detectives. Anyway, Ibn Wessler has a twin brother, Albert.
Albert Wessler.
You put it together very skillfully, Marty. Yes, Albert Wessler. He's a madman kept in solitary confinement.
Do you think he's the corpse? But why?
How the hell should I know that?
Thanks, Bubo. If what you told us is true, then this time we'll owe you one.
Will wonders never cease?
So, Albert Wessler. Which asylum do you mean, Bubo?
It's got some fancy long name. I don't remember, but I have a brochure. Let me find it for you.
Thanks, Bubo.
Here it is. Let There Be Peace Forever. Mental Institution for Ill and Damaged Minds. Quite a beakful.
Where can we find it? I've never heard of it.
It's a good 6-hour drive from Clawville. Maybe more. But you'll find everything in the brochure.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Whew. Finally? Now get your chicken scratchers out of here while I'm asking nicely. Just one more thing.
What's that, Bubo?
If that someone was really Albert Wessler, the trouble's bigger than you think.
It's always bigger than we think, Bubo. We're used to it.
You don't understand. Ibn Wessler never loved and respected anyone in his life like he did his brother Albert.
So what?
Then the problem's bigger than we thought. A cornered rat bites.
Well, thanks for worrying about us, Doc. But there's no way back from here. Too far, too late.
We're like hounds, old man. Once we've caught someone's leg, we never let it go.
Who? Not while you're alive, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, goodbye then, fellas. And I wouldn't mind if you never visited me again.
The pleasure was all ours, Doc.
Hatte ich nicht noch eine Frage? Ja.
That rat you mentioned was Zip.
Should I be surprised or what? I knew it was him.
Yeah, we knew you knew.
What did that old raccoon do this time?
Ibn was blackmailing him with something. That's what we wanted to ask you. Do you know anything about it?
I don't care about Wessler's dealings, Sonny. I patch up whoever winds up here, and I don't care if they're cops or gangsters. It's the same thing.
Gangster cops.
It's the same thing.
Oh, brother.
Okay. Ich denke mal, wir haben hier eine neue Information, nämlich dieses
You're the
hier.
best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Und damit haben wir, glaube ich, auch eine neue Location, die wir jetzt nämlich anfahren, nämlich erstmal das Hotel Atlas.
We had to gather ourselves, take a deep breath, and think over what we knew so far. What the chickens had I got myself into? What had I dragged Marty into? Moreover, what had we pulled the whole city into? This was going to be one of those cases that changed things forever. But I wasn't worried about myself. It didn't matter to me. Too many pieces had been plucked off this old rooster. But Marty's different. He's too good of a bird and too good of a cop to end up like me.
A secret twin brother? Sonny, I'm starting to feel like we're really in a detective novel. A cheap one.
Yeah, but listen, Marty.
What is it, Boss Bird?
I think it's best if we go our separate ways.
What? Are you joking? I know you have a weak sense of humor, but there's a limit to everything.
I'm not joking, Marty.
Well, I certainly hope you are.
Whatever comes next, you don't need to be mixed up in it. You have someone to go home to.
Guys, damn it, Sonny. Can you hear yourself? What do you think? I endured all this to give up now? What do you take me for? No, pal. You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I just want you to keep your career and your life intact, you moron. Just accept it, shake my hand, and go home. Your wife, Laura's waiting for you.
One more word, Sonny, and I swear I'm gonna bash your beak in. I risked my life more than once tonight. You know why?
No. Why?
Because we're a team. We have been a team for almost a decade. I don't care what Blood Boil says or whatever's on a goddamn piece of paper. We're the chicken police, Sonny. And we always will be.
I'm sorry. You're right.
We're gonna go to that insane asylum and wrap this shit up fast and clean. Yeah, just like you said, even if it kills us.
Thanks, Marty. Without you, I'd most likely already be sleeping the big sleep.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Like you say, partner.
Let's drop this before you start crying on me, okay?
I hope not.
You almost just did.
Clock off, Marty.
That's the spirit. The Sonny I know and hate.
Okay.
I've had enough stimulation for today.
Okay. Ich wüsste jetzt nicht, wen wir anrufen sollen.
You know, I thought about it multiple times that you might be Meredith H. Marble.
We've met her on a number of occasions, Marty. Remember? Her real name is Susie.
Maybe Susie's just an actress you hired.
You've read too much of that cheap garbage, Marty. There's no conspiracy theory. Susie's just a money-hungry little dame who made a fortune off of us. That's all.
Yeah, you're disappointing.
I know.
Okay. Die ist schon leer.
I still have nightmares about the Great Fire.
Really? Were you alive then? How old are you exactly?
I was 3. And maybe it's not even a true memory, just the collective memory of the city. I see the flames. I see the burning buildings. And I hear the screams.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you weren't born in Clawville. Aren't you from Averia?
Exactly, Marty. We were just visiting Clawville when the fire broke out.
I'm surprised you ever returned.
Well, maybe that's the reason I did return, Marty. It's like when someone falls in love with their captor, you know? Somehow, I feel like This is my place. No matter how much suffering it brings, Clawville's fate is intertwined with mine.
Heavy stuff.
Books I've never...
Okay,
When all of this is...
Okay.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
Ah, man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it. Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is.
A stack of papers. Just looking at them makes me think of Monica. A closet that's closed forever, like an old movie theater. Books I've never read.
Ach so, hier ist eine Nummer 555966. Rufen wir mal an. War das gerade die richtige Nummer? Ja, okay. Okay. Wenn das die richtige Nummer war, 555966. Probieren wir mal. 984237. 7. Okay. Was machen wir jetzt eigentlich? Achso, wir können mit Martin
What do
noch
you think,
sprechen.
Marty?
What? You care what I think? You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Stop fooling around, Marty. I'm serious. So what do you think about everything?
Well, I think we're in deep shit. But to be honest, Ibn Wessler is in deeper shit.
Do you think he really murdered his brother? But why? And what does it have to do with Natasha and the threats?
Doesn't add up yet. Something's missing. Let's visit the institution and try to find out what we can about this Albert Wessler fella.
Exactly. If he's the dead body, we've got to know what the motive was. If we can't, and if he's still alive, we gotta ask him directly.
And what do you think, Sonny?
I think Ibn, Albert, and Natasha are the three key players in this case, and that all of it has something to do with the brothel.
And the fact that Natasha used to be a courtesan?
Yeah, that too.
Listen, Sonny, about Molly.
Oh, just forget it, Marty, okay? She's not part of my life anymore. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Forget it. Let's concentrate on the case, and on making it out alive.
Upsi.
And helping Natasha, too.
Whatever you say, Boss Bird. So you think Natasha's really in danger?
It could be, or she could even be behind everything.
No, you don't believe that.
I'm not sure what I believe, Marty. Let's see. Things got mixed up at the brothel.
Okay, lasst uns mal ein bisschen was untersuchen. Also, mal sehen, ab dem Bordell wurde die Sache nämlich kompliziert, denn, Savers, nein, Ibn, ja, mit zusammen Saver, nein, achso, ich muss einen Gegenstand, nein, Ibn, nämlich mit, der Leiche am Armband. Smalley's Name. Nein. Ach so, Natasha's Secret. Natürlich. Nämlich ab dem Bordell wurden die Seiten nämlich konzipiert. Ibn hat nämlich herausgefunden, dass Natasha die ganze Zeit eine Spionin für Savers gewesen ist. Natasha war früher ein Kurtisan und Ibn wollte, dass es ein Geheimnis bleibt. Natasha wollte im Bordell arbeiten und Savers wollte das Geheimnis halten, weil Natasha mit Ibn zusammen ist. Natasha war die geheime Geliebte von Zip und Ibn weiß das. Ich glaube das. Nein. Entschuldigung. War das? Auch nicht. Spionen. Auch nicht. Dann bleibt doch nur noch eins. Kurtisane.
Natasha used to work there, that's obvious. And Ibn wanted to keep that a secret.
Wohl schon. So, wir brauchen einen Gegenstand. Das Armband.
A secret, it seems. Somebody else had to pay for.
Zip hat sich um die Leiche gekümmert und das Armband behalten. Zip hat jemanden umgebracht, dass das Geheimnis bleibt, auf den Befehl von ihm Wesley. Das Armband ist der Schlüssel. Es ist der Beweis dafür, dass Zip jemanden wegen Natashas Geheimnis umgebracht hat. Nein. Doch, das erste.
Somebody died
Genau.
for that secret. Zip hid the body, but he kept the wristband.
Genau. Aber wir brauchen dazu noch einen Hinweis. Nämlich... Deborah ist nämlich auch dead. Weslings Zwillinge.
Who could it belong to?
Aber wer könnte das einmal gehört haben? Jemanden, der aus dem königreichen Familie. Ibn Wesley war die ganze Zeit nur eine Marionette von Savers. Der Tote war Ibn Wesley selbst, allerdings... Nee, es gibt keine Leiche, das ist alles nichts als Lug und Trug und Zip ist der Urheber der ganzen Charade.
body was almost certainly Albert Wessler, a resident of an insane asylum. But why did he have to die?
Ja, warum musste er sterben? Das ist eine gute Frage.
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed because he learned Natasha worked in a brothel.
Well, that could be the case, but I believe the roots go deeper than that.
Which we'd only learn if we talked to him. I mean, if the corpse isn't him, because then we'd need a medium.
Which would be exciting, but maybe it's enough if we ask the doctor who treated him.
That too, yeah. But where's the fun in that? So where exactly is this place?
A few hours' drive from here, in the middle of nowhere. It's a creepy old mansion, of course.
You think it's a good idea to go there? What if it's a trap?
I told you, you can still go back.
Huh, wouldn't you love that? No such luck, boss. If I get killed or locked up forever in an insane asylum, that's gonna be on you.
Thanks, pal. I deserved that.
Still trust her?
I never trusted her, Marty.
I mean, you believe her?
I'm sure she was honestly afraid. People don't fake it that easy. But I can understand why she didn't tell us about her former profession.
Or how she knows Molly.
Yeah, that too. And the death of Deborah complicated things even more.
Hey, Sonny, she didn't seduce you, right? I mean, Natasha.
Ah, don't be stupid, Marty. My old ticker hasn't been beating for a long time. Not that way, anyway.
Yeah, all right, boss. So what do you think happened to the corpse?
Probably been eaten. Horrible to think about, but even if half of what they say about the hive is true, starvation, riots, arson, predation.
You're telling me. Makes my feathers stand on end when I think about what goes on in there. And we pretend we don't know about it. As if Roachtown isn't even part of Clawville.
This won't end well. I'm afraid soon Clawville's gonna burn once again. And because of its own foolishness.
Well, that's if another meat war doesn't break out first. 'Cause then, the whole wilderness will burn.
Lovely prospect, eh?
Either way, it was a damn clever move for Wessler to hide the body in Roachtown.
It's the only place no one will ever find it.
Like the belly of a burning ship.
Oh, I think that was an intentional red herring.
Sounds about right. Who'd have thought? I believed that little rat. I thought he'd changed. Idiot.
There's a point when it's too late to change, Marty. His past caught up with him. Whatever he did since then doesn't matter.
Not much.
Exactly. And that's the case with us, too. That's why I won't back down. Even though a voice in my head is screaming right now, leave it all to hell and have another drink.
Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
Okay. Sollten wir dann nochmal anrufen? Das ist ja noch gesperrt. Rufen wir dann nochmal an. 555 966. Okay. 555. Mal gucken.
Hello. You've called the Let There Be Peace Forever mental institution for ill and damaged minds. What can I do for you, sir? Or madam?
Well, I'd like to inquire about a patient who I believe is being treated at your institution. His name is Albert Wessler.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information if you don't have the password given to relatives. Do you have one?
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm calling from the Clawville Police Department.
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I'd advise you to visit our institution personally. Our director and I would be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms, sir. Have yourself a beautiful starlit night.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
See you soon.
So,
We have to go there.
the thought gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Huh.
Okay, okay.
So, I get the couch?
Yeah.
It'd be better if I called Lewis. He'll open up a room for you to sleep in.
Whew,
Ach so.
great idea.
Lewis. Ich brauche mal die Nummer von Lewis. 555. Moment. Personen. Lewis. Ja. 555. Ach so, hier Lewis. Ach, Mensch, da. 932, okay. Nön, Dreh und 2.
Hey, Lewis, it's me again.
Oh, hello, Sonny. What's up?
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, I wasn't. Anyway, I'm always at your service.
Would you open up a room for Marty?
Naturally, Sonny.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna say it.
I will. You owe me one. Again.
Yeah.
Dann reisen wir jetzt nämlich zur Nervenheilanstalt.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty. Dead tired. Then I saw Tessa. My darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing, but her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red, painted red, painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Okay, wir sind damit in der Nervenheilanstalt. Man sieht's auch.
Of all the great wild ones.
Greetings, miss.
Is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you. The chicken police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumey, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really, really
really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott.
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
The place seems pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho... what?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet, other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like, Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so. What can you say about this, miss? Have you, seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the Chicken Police.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
Nein, wir wissen nichts. Wir wissen nichts.
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
Können uns hier erstmal ganz kurz umgucken.
This picture.
Well, it must have been made by one of the patients, so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our director. He's not only a scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby, right?
That's right, Marty.
Okay.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out. This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well?
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Oh, no. The poor devil.
Ja, ein wirklich armer Kerl, ne? Wirklich armer Kerl.
We should go to reception first. Let them know we're here.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
Okay.
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
Exactly. Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell, and birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Ich glaube, ganz viel können Sie uns helfen.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Sessuous Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken, from
the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, Detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler, Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service, but you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, Detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
for quite some time. His first symptoms surfaced in his teens: depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century, until finally it went to the crown of Clawville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance. Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
Okay, dann wollen wir ihn doch mal vernehmen.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn that to my advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle. So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Could you describe that day more specifically?
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
What was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster, moneylender, celebrity, lover.
And Albert?
Entschuldigung.
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
Okay, sagen Sie, hat eben Wesley Sie in irgendeiner Form bedroht. Welche Art von spezieller Behandlung erhielt Albert denn?
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
Of course. So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment. In the case of Albert, we put that aside.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
Wie verhielt sich dann Albert Ihnen gegenüber? Wie beurteilten Sie Albert bei den ersten Treffen? Glauben Sie, dass für andere eine Gefahr darstellte? Beurteilen.
How did you see Albert when you first met?
Albert was shy and reserved, like a ghost. He almost never touched anything. It was evident he was exceptionally intelligent. He measured and observed everything around him.
What else?
He was delicate and graceful, almost like a woman. Yes, he was rather feminine. He was an artist, Mr. Featherland, a magnificent painter, and rather good writer, too. Sometimes I even heard him sing.
Why did he have to be locked up?
I asked the same thing at first.
Wollen Sie damit sagen, dass Albert mehrere Persönlichkeiten hatte?
Are you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality who sometimes, especially on stormy days, took the reins over their shared mind.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
He did what? Left the institution? More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details.
Okay. Sie haben mir aber noch nicht alles erzählt, nicht wahr? Dass Albert die Einrichtung verließ. Albert konnte so einfach ein- und ausgehen. Das ist eine sehr gute Frage. Wann und warum verließ Albert die Einrichtung zum ersten Mal?
When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free. Naturally, we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
That was unusual for him?
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting for his brother.
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it.
Okay. Albert hat jemals über seine Beziehung zu seinem Bruder, aber war also häufig abwesend und weiter an diesen
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
More dangerous?
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed, right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean. And Albert was in a terrible, terrible state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly, and he was blinded in one eye, or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about Albert. Focus, confused.
Okay, was die zwei Kerle betrifft, die Albert zurückbrachten, konnten sie beschreiben. Darüber zu sprechen, aber haben sie seine Wunden genauer untersucht. Glauben Sie daran, dass Alberts Zustand auf einen Unfall zurückführt? War das richtig? Die Kerle.
The two fellas who brought Albert back, could you describe them?
Those two fellas, as you put it, were two remarkably huge, rude men.
A ram and a bobcat, perhaps?
No, one of them was a tiger, if I remember correctly. He had a rather fresh bump under his left eye, and the other one was a penguin. But I've never seen a penguin that big in my entire life.
Did they tell you anything, besides it was an accident?
They didn't say anything, but gave an obvious signal that I had to keep quiet about what happened.
I see.
Okay, was war Ihrer Meinung nach mit Albert geschehen? Wie war der Zustand?
Pull yourself together, Doctor. What was Albert's condition after the incident?
Mind your tone, Detective.
Sorry, Doc, but I can see you're disturbed by these memories.
How could I not be? I'm not a monster. We're talking about a mutilated animal here.
So, what was he like after the incident?
Even more silent than ever. No surprise, I suppose. He was not only silent in words, but also in his soul and spirit.
What do you mean by that?
He never painted anything again, and his seizures completely stopped.
Okay, und was geschah danach?
What happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother, who was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too, so he couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
We understand, Doctor. Thank you.
Sehr schön. Wir sind sehr genau gewesen. Wir sind ein brauchbarer Cop. Und der wichtige Hinweis, Albert Wesley ist verschwunden. Wir haben einen Verdacht, was mit ihm passiert sein könnte. So, wir können uns jetzt hier in dem Sinne nochmal ein bisschen umgucken.
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I see. That makes sense.
So, was haben wir denn noch?
An isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal, or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Nein, nein.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, clock up.
Ja, shut up, bitte.
Why do you have bars on your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too, like all our residents.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient. Am I right?
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
So, was haben wir noch hier? Nochmal Wände. Hier brauchen wir nicht uns nochmal angucken. Okay, dann gehen wir hier raus. Ja, Mubanda.
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
Neither can we.
You can't imagine how wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Miss, those books aren't really...
Don't even tell me. No, I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss. Anytime.
Okay. Sind wir da doch noch nicht fertig? Müssen wir doch noch einmal mit ihm quatschen?
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Well, that's, surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
Sehr schön. So, ja, ein schickes Bett.
You know, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
You're right.
As always.
So, was haben wir denn noch? Ein Buch. Die Hand of Handful of Waffles. Okay.
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems. Perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
Okay.
Look at that. A letter.
Okay.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Okay. Ist hier noch was? No. Okay. Dann...
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
Ja. Nee. Das ist eine gute Frage, ne? Warte mal, was ist das hier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. das müssen wir dann noch herausfinden.
The style. It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
Ja. So, schauen wir uns mal hier das Bild an.
Identical twins.
Achso, okay. Und den Brief. Okay.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that. What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
Okay, reiten wir nach Hause.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Take them out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
Nicht schon wieder.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Oh. Oh. Aua!
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
Ich muss so viel nachladen. Mist! Nochmal! Endlich.
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste, and it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
Genau, und den wollen wir mal ganz schnell untersuchen. Also, fangen wir also an. Also, wir haben einen Fall. Nämlich, Tim. Nee. Zip. Nein. Eben? Ja, eben. Nein. Natascha? Ja, okay. Natascha. Hatte ein Geheimnis. Ach nee, ein Gegenstand. Das Foto. Der Liebesbrief. Die Nachricht? Das Gemälde? Natürlich. Warum, weiß ich nicht. Natascha wollte das Bild vor uns geheim halten. Natascha wollte, dass wir das Bild für sie finden. Natascha musste das Bild zerstören, um es zu verheimlichen, was mit Albert Weasley passiert war. Das klingt ganz gut. Ganz gut schlecht. Dass wir das finden? Auch nicht. Okay. Geheim halten? Auch nicht. Hallo? Dann wollte sie, dass wir es sehen.
Natasha tried to show us the painting.
So, Grund dafür, nein. Genau.
And that painting would have shown us the way.
Nämlich zu Ibn und Albert Wesley. Albert malte Natascha, als er sie traf, also mehr als einmal.
To Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
So. Und damit die tödliche Liebe.
Which made Albert.
Das heißt, Albert ist aus dem Sanatorium geflogen, um dieses Nein. Natascha verliebt. 10. Nein. Geflohen? Nein. Das habe ich mir schon fast gedacht. Dann ist er verliebt.
Fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
What? No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
Just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So that's why the torn-out tongue.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Something like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
Okay, ich muss einmal ganz kurz hier eine kleine Sache machen. Zack. Zack. So schnell kann das gehen. Und wir machen weiter. Denn wir wollten jetzt nämlich... Achso, hier geht's noch nicht weiter. Okay. Lewis.
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Lewis. You don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh. I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Maybe the last one, too.
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Okay.
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
My drums.
Be glad you're
Okay. So viele Einschusslöcher im Auto. Naja, okay.
Did you forget anything, Sonny?
No, I just thought I'd take a look. Might be the last time I see it.
You becoming sentimental?
Who knows? Maybe I am.
Oh, that's cute.
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
Okay, Okay, ist hier jetzt noch irgendwas, was wir brauchen? Nee, ne? Okay. Hier ist gerade nichts. Dann müssen wir mal hier gucken, was wir denn jetzt hier noch so brauchen. Also, das Armband kennen wir. Das Armband stammt von einer Leiche. Und so weiter und so fort. Albert Wesley war das, genau. Er ist nicht mehr da. Er war in Natascha verliebt. Und Albert ist in... Genau. Okay. Brauchen wir was Wichtiges? Nein. Ja, dann gehen wir hier, ne?
So, we're looking for more evidence?
No, I was just thinking we could take another look. You know, just in case.
Okay, sure. But...
Don't even ask, Marty.
You're really becoming sentimental.
One more word and I swear I'm...
Yep, I'm gonna shut it.
Vielen Dank.
You know, Sonny, when we entered the room and saw the girl...
Deborah.
Yeah, her body. I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
What kept you with me? Was it just curiosity?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall, boss. I wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow. Well, thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat. As the chicken police.
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Let's hit the road.
Okay. Let's go. Hier ist ja nichts mehr.
You know, Sonny, few places are as cozy as the hop dog at dawn.
You have a point.
The silence, the fog, the sunshine slowly devouring the sleeping city.
The smell.
Yeah, the Cobbler District has its own distinctive aroma, that's for sure. But wait, do you smell that?
Ah, it seems Zip is ready with the first batch of coffee.
Yeah.
That's waiting only for us, my friend.
Hier ist auch keiner mehr. Mensch. Gehen wir mal rein, ne?
Well, he's out. He's brave indeed. Or an idiot.
They're often the same, Marty. And you should know. Hello, Zip. I see they kicked you out.
You know, Sonny. They told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it. You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes. I don't give a shit about him, about Wessler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not gonna be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So, why are you here?
One last coffee before the end.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail. No screwing around. No playing it nice.
Ah, I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Zip, listen here. This coffee, it's 2 days old.
And?
Nothing.
Es hat sich also nichts verändert. Der Kaffee ist trotzdem kalt. Gut. Ich glaube, da müssen wir mal weiterreisen. In den Monatons Zeitungskiosk.
Well, if we have anything else to ask the old beaver, this is the last chance.
Hey, don't steal my style.
Just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't.
Yeah, I can already see us on the next front page.
Or maybe in the obituaries.
Ah, you cranky, croaking old crow.
Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet, and you're already open?
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're gone somewhere.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just wrapping up a delicate case.
So, you'll be off to the Wessler residency then?
You're sharp, old beaver.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
That I'm just kidding.
Does the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, Sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
I see you're in a funny mood, sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert, anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
Oh, you've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about him.
I can, sonny boy. Avoid him. Avoid the whole Wessler family. Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used to be a professional swimmer. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
I lied. What do you know about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old for sure. Or more. Well, what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
That explains everything.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory, but in reality, the Crown maintains it. No one knows the exact reason why, but according to gossip, they used to keep someone in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family or just very close to the fire. But who knows? Maybe it's just a legend.
Well, they say we're legends too, and we're standing right in front of you. Am I right?
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother and took his place.
Yeah, well, that's a classic too. So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn Wessler?
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality disorder.
Ha ha, lads! I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those novels about this.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
Do you mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you laugh at this, but we went to university together.
You did what?
Do I not look the type to you?
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you went to university.
I studied psychology, sonny, only I forgot to graduate. That's when my father died.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them. There's no better lesson in animal studies.
You surprise me every time, old beaver. And what do you know about him? Can he be trusted?
You're afraid he screwed you? He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices overshadow what your wattle tells you. Quetzal's one of the kindest-hearted and most honest animals I've ever known.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor Mullen.
Hey, 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 don't get cocky with me, little chickie.
What do you know about the Wessler Mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you, or two.
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, so it is. Giant walls, watchtowers, and of course, Wessler's hired pugs are waiting for you there.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
Okay, wir müssen, glaube ich, irgendwo anders hin. Nee, hier nicht.
No hard feelings?
What can I say, boys? I have a big, soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
No, thanks. We just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere? Traveling?
No, we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys. And I'm sorry I snapped at you the last time.
You don't need to say that, Ursula. We deserved it.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula. Stop that.
Hey, Boobo.
Oops.
Hello, old man.
Is he asleep?
But his eyes are open.
Boobo!
Hey, what is it? I wasn't sleeping.
You were something.
What the hell are you doing here, chickens?
Sonny wanted to say hi before he suffers an unpleasant death of lead poisoning later tonight.
Would you shut the clock up, Marty? You're not funny.
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's, huh?
Bingo. We're gonna put an end to this madness.
Ooh. Or you're stirring up an even bigger madness, am I right?
Well, that's always a possibility.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't come here covered in blood, because I'm not gonna open the door for you, I swear.
Oh, thanks for the support, old fart.
Don't mention it, you old gizzard.
Ja, vielen Dank, ne? Ja, ach so, 555 932. Nochmal. überall. Okay, ist nicht da. Okay,
Huh. Maybe I am really Meredith H. Marble.
Marty?
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me. That you didn't believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, Cluck.
Yeah, Cluck. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well. Cluck again.
Yep.
Okay, wir haben einen Erfolg freigeschaltet. Schön. Aber wo geht's jetzt weiter? Gehen wir da nochmal hin.
Oh, look what I found.
Furry gods. Another chicken police story.
And one of my favorites, too. Meredith outdid herself when she wrote this one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, Sonny, you could read one day. They're not as bad as you think.
If it's about me and you, then I want none of it, thanks. Reality's more than enough.
Okay, ich überlege jetzt gerade, wo wir jetzt hier weitermachen können.
Since when do you drive a wonder machine like that, old beaver?
No, that's not mine. My son left it to me for safekeeping while he's working abroad.
The cubs still visit home often, then?
They're good kids. They come to visit me several times a year, and if they're not here, I still have you boys. Am I right?
You're fortunate indeed, Uncle Mullen.
Sure I am.
Okay. Da sind Anwälte. Okay. Ich war überall. Okay, ich muss mir jetzt mal ein bisschen gucken. Genau. Gabriel. Okay. Frage ist, wo müssen wir da hin? Wir gucken uns nochmal hier um. Ob wir hier jetzt irgendwas entdecken, was uns jetzt hier gerade wichtig ist.
The phone's dead.
Gut.
Any better?
Not really.
I'm curious about how they killed her. There were no injuries on her body as far as we could see.
Well, if all goes well, we'll learn about that soon.
Or not.
Or not. Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. Hier ist nichts mehr. Gehen wir zum Hauptdock.
Roachtown stirring.
Thank the gods we're not going to be here when it's fully awake.
I think the buzzing of the hive has its own charm, you know?
Yeah, from afar, on a postcard maybe. But for real? Oh, thanks but no thanks.
Okay. Moment,
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved.
Genau.
Did you know that Caston Mavis is gonna play here next week?
What? You hear that, Sonny? It's a sign. We can't die tonight.
I was just joking, Marty.
Oh.
You hear that, Marty? It's a sign. We can still die tonight.
Okay.
Why don't you hire a cook, Zip? Or at least a dishwasher? I know just the guy. Strapping young lad, got quite a big mouth, but he's not that bad, though he does smell like chicken.
Don't you mean that Marty guy? I heard horrible things about him.
They say he names all his guns.
Well, he's a flop with chicks.
Hits first, asks later.
Yeah, a real chicken shit.
Hey, I'm right here.
We know, Marty. That's why it's fun.
Yeah, blow me, both of you.
Okay. Gut. Aber darüber kann er uns ja auch nicht mehr erzählen. Okay. Da habe ich ja auch nicht mehr erfahren, ne?
I've had enough.
Buddy, you really need a sec.
I thought of
I'm sure.
more on.
Really? The blue side.
So,
Of course.
You see, you.
Of course.
Sorry, wenn ich das jetzt hier einmal durchskippe, aber irgendwie...
119 days.
Why don't you take... Come on, son. Abandon hope.
There.
Fun. I can't even recognize the city in daylight.
Like a raving lunatic while asleep, right?
Die Frage ist, wie machen wir jetzt weiter? Oder wie? Okay. So, genau. Genau. Oder ist das so dieses klinische Ende? Wo man nicht weiß... ob es jetzt einfach so vorbei ist.
I'm pretty... I simply...
Gut. Ich bin jetzt entsetzt. Ich eigentlich weiß, wie es weitergeht. Ich bin wirklich entsetzt. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Aber ich habe ja mit ihm gesprochen. Ich schau mir hier gerade mal, falls ihr euch fragt. Aber ich stehe nicht mehr draußen. Ach so.
Look, Sonny.
Ah.
I think if we go now, there's no turning back. Not today, at least. So, are you ready?
I'm still thinking about it, Marty.
Neuer Ort. Darauf habe ich gewartet.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over. Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong? Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
Und ich würde einfach mal sagen, ich drücke hier einfach mal auf, ach nee, geht nicht, aber kein Problem. Wir machen beim nächsten Mal weiter, würde ich sagen. Ja? Wir haben nicht mehr viel. Nächstes Mal ist, glaube ich, nächste Woche. In dem Sinne wünsche ich euch einen schönen Abend. Bis nächste Woche.